So I only run a general group. I didn't really know what I was doing or even that I was creating a general group when I created it. It was kind of, I fell into everything by accident. I took the picture that Amanda had posted of me in the Fit Legacy group and put it on my Facebook. And I was like, yeah, if anybody wants to hear about fitness and nutrition, let me know. And like 80 people responded immediately. And I was like totally freaked out. Like, what am I going to do with these 80 people? And how do I like respond to 80 people at one time? And I like had only been a coach for about 15 minutes. So I really didn't know how to respond or what to say to them. So I did a very noob thing and made this little message and copied and pasted it to all 80 people, which obviously didn't turn out so well. And then I was like, oh, I know, I'll put them all in this like group, kind of like the group I was in with Amanda, which was a challenge group, but I didn't know what a challenge group was at the time. So I took all the people that had messaged me and liked the picture and everything like that. I didn't ask them. I just put them in a group because I didn't know any better. And then I had got into that boot camp. So as they were like sending me the emails and stuff, I'm like, oh, I should post I'm drinking Shakeology. I should post I worked out. So I just started posting things. Like it was just totally random by accident. And I just started adding lots of people. Like I was like, oh, all these women and people that mentioned that they wanted to be in the group like it. So I'll just start adding like all women on my Facebook page, which is what I did. And I started getting people wanting to order 21 day fix. So that was awesome. I'm like, oh, sweet, it works. And then as I started to learn more and watch more videos, I realized like, oh, you should probably like talk to people, inform them. And that works much better if you message them and say, hey, do you want to be in my group? And I'm actually pretty lucky that I didn't get any like negative bad responses since I didn't ask anybody to be in my group. And I had about 400 people within a couple days. And yeah, so I feel pretty lucky I didn't get anybody like, why'd you put me in this group without asking me? But if you do start a general group, I don't suggest you do it that way and just add a bunch of people. Because eventually, probably after about 3 months, I did get one girl that was like, how could you add me in this group and not ask me, blah, blah, blah. And like my friend texted to me right away and was like, get her out of our group. This is terrible. It's negative energy. So I was able to get her out, but after that, I didn't add anybody without asking them. So what I did do was make up a couple scripts to make it easy for me. So I literally copy and paste the same 2 little conversations to everybody add. So what I do now is now I have about 1,200 people in my group. And every day I go on to the Friends You May Know and I add different ladies. My general group is all ladies. There's no men in it. And I do it that way because I feel like the women in my group, they feel more comfortable with doing like before and afters and stuff like that. So it works out really well that it's all ladies for me in my general group. And at first, when I first started the general group, I did ask a couple of my friends, like, hey, will you post too? Because I was really nervous about just me posting and nobody interacting or like feeling weird about posting and stuff like that. So if you do start a general group, I do suggest like private messaging a couple of your friends and saying, hey, will you post daily in my group or every once in a while in my group just to kind of like get things going for everything. So I did do that and that worked out really well because I had a couple friends that were runners and things like that. And they would post in there and then other women would feel comfortable posting about, you know, the gym or running or things that were other than Beachbody. So I should also say that my general group is not just about Beachbody. I post about running. I post recipes. There's other people that post about yoga. They post about the gym. It's kind of like a no discriminating group. Like anybody can be in there. Any size, any person. They don't have to buy Beachbody. Sometimes they'll message me and be like, I'm not interested in Shakeology ever, ever, ever. And that's fine too. But one thing I do get back from people in my general group is I do post every single day. Like since I opened the group, I have never missed not one day posting. Every single day I posted in my group. And that kind of happened by accident too, because I promised one of my girls, she was like, wow, you're so consistent. And I'm like, I promise, like, I will post every day. And she's like, really? You will? And I was like, yeah. So I do post every day, even if it's just once in the morning. But I did find that having a general group like this is awesome, because if I am on vacation where I don't get good service or things like that, my group's still posting all the time when I'm not. So as long as I post like once in the morning and I'm like, hey, I drank a shake, I'm out camping, even if I'm not on there, there's women posting all day, like their success with 21 Day Fix, or how much they love their combat video, or what kind of Shakeology they're doing. So it's awesome, because it's not just constantly me saying, hey, do this program. Hey, it worked for me. There's all these other women that are now challengers of mine saying, hey, we're also having success. We also lost 3 pounds in 3 days. Oh my gosh, my legs hurt so bad. What do I do? And they all feel really comfortable asking questions. And that was another thing I did at first too, is I invited a lot of friends of friends. So I would invite a girl, you know, I have this girl that ordered 21 Day Fix. So then I would go on her friends list and invite like a bunch of her friends to the group before I was asking people. But it did work out really well, because they would say, oh, Angela's in here and she's using the Shakeology and it's working for her. So I want to go ahead and try it too. But like I said, now I ask them, hey, do you want to be in the group? And I don't get very many people to say, no, I don't want to be in the group, because my message is super general. It's like, hey, thank you for accepting my friend request. I'm adding women to a secret group on Facebook. It's all about nutrition and fitness and inspiration and recipes. So it has a little bit of something for everyone. So even if you don't like fitness, you might find a great recipe that you would like or you want to pass on. So if you're interested, let me know. Hope you're having a good day. So very non-committal, non-salesy, just like, hey, thanks. You interested? Yes or no? And people either don't respond, or they're like, yes, definitely, please add me. And I would definitely say I get more yes, please add me than don't respond or no, I don't want to. But it is definitely a numbers game. I probably add maybe 4 to 7 women a day to my friend requests. I friend request them, and then I ask everybody who accepts my friend requests, women, I do message and say, hey, do you want to be a part of it? So I usually will get like 2 or 3 people a day that I add to my group, and I just add every day, every day, every day. Sometimes I miss adding every day, but most of the time I do get it. So it just grows and grows and grows. And I do find in my general group, I get a huge response to before and after pictures. Like, women love seeing before and after pictures. They're like, if this chick can do it, I definitely can do it. They love seeing my before and after pictures, even though I hate posting them. But they're like, wow, like, it's for real. You're not just, you know, saying this or doing this. They love hearing the story and, you know, opening yourself up and being a little vulnerable and stuff like that. So at first I was all kind of positivity, yay, like, I'm a rock star. And then I'd watched one of, I think it was like Jen's Team Zoom or something, like, you know, you got to be real sometimes too. It can't be always positive. So now I share, like, I didn't feel like getting out of bed today. I hit the snooze bar, and I do still get like really good response to that. So keeping it positive, but still being real about it. And that's really it. I mean, it is kind of a lot to keep up. I do have a lot of people to respond to, because I really do try to at least like or give a little input on everybody that posts. But I get, it's really kind of self-fulfilling, because I get a lot of women that are like, you know, you're so inspirational, you post every day, I look forward to your messages, blah, 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 blah. So it's cool. I like it. I enjoy it. That's all I got. I don't really know what else to say. I think I can unmute people now. Yeah. Shoot, so many screens. Dave muted you all. Oh, my mouse is upside down. Unmute, unmute, unmute.
Question. Do you want to take one?
I will take questions. Yes, absolutely. Because I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff because I'm kind of nervous and didn't really know what to say. But yeah, ask away.
You couldn't tell you were nervous, so you're really good.
If I was taking notes, my hand would hurt. I'm wondering if this is going to work with like a guy's point of view. That's what I told Stephanie. I should do this with like a guy's point of view, just add guys in.
Yeah.
I did try it with a group of guys, and I think it's fine with guys or girls. It doesn't matter, but the biggest thing is having a couple people that, you know, even though everybody else doesn't know, that engage with you. Because if they see other people doing it, then they're going to do it. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I post every day and not a lot of people post. And it goes in waves too, because there'll be times where I'm like, I feel like there's not a lot of people posting. And then there'll be like 5 days where I get like 18 people that post. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I think like twice a month I say I'm going to quit coaching because I feel like I'm bugging people more than I'm helping people. And then I'll get like 4 messages that day like, thank you so much, you saved my life. And I'm like, really? Like, I'm just, you know, I feel like I'm bugging people, but yeah, just having somebody that keeps the group going, and it's not just you. So if you see people like stop posting, then just like message one of your buddies, like, dude, come on, like post some stuff with me.
How long have you had the group?
5 months. I've been coaching for 5 months, and I opened it the day I got it.
And how many members did you say there was?
Almost 1,300. I stopped collecting for a little while because like I said, I was at this standpoint where I'd added all these people and I didn't really know what to say to like invite people. So I stopped inviting people for a little bit. But then when you did the 21-day business fix, then I got a lot of ideas from that, and I started talking to people, informing people.
So, how many of those people in the group are your actual customers?
I think I have 65 challengers right now that have ordered challenge packs in the last 5 months. I put some under Dave though, so that's just under me. So I think I have probably another 10 to 15 under Dave too. So about 80.
Okay.
If you have a lot of background noise, you might want to hit mute. Just to make it easier.
I was just wondering how many you had. I'm in this all guys group right now, and it started 4 or 5 months ago, and it's only people that have purchased from us or something get in the group, and it started off with like 5 people, but now there's like 135, but it's all guys. There's lots of boobs and butts, and we talk about weird stuff. It's a man cave. So it's that same, we try to make it that same kind of feel. So it's way different. I tell Stephanie, I'm like, this is what I do. It's a melon Monday. Like, it gets weird. But I don't know. But that's just how it's like.
Yeah, I tried doing an actual, like, you know, beach body challenge group one time. I did when Combat went on sale. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it like the right way, and I'm going to do a challenge group. And I had like all these people that bought Combat, and I put them all in this group. And it was just hard for me because I'm just used to having all these people interacting, and I felt like I was pulling info out and pulling posts out like, hey, are you guys doing something? So I went back to my general group because I guess just because that's what I'm used to. That's how I started. Even though as a challenger, I started in a challenge group, but me running it, it feels more comfortable to me to be in a big group with all my people.
So can you hear me? Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you go and you add your friend's friends, you ask your friend first, hey, do you mind if I go, through your list and add all the women, or you just go straight to it?
I just go straight to it. I do. Yeah. I'm that person.
All right.
I own a real estate company, so I'm just I'm not normal. I'm more in your face probably than some people are. And you got to be okay with rejection. Don't get me wrong, because like I did have one person, and maybe I just have good odds because I did have only one person out of 1,400 that was like, why did you friend request me? Is it because you think I'm fat? And I'm like, no, I friend request like 20 people a day. It has nothing to do with size, age, anything at all. Like if you have a female name, I friend request you, because that is one thing I definitely learned from my general group is do not count anybody out. Like my 65-year-old aunt was like, I want to do 21 days. She was my first customer, like the least likely person I would have ever expected to do it. She does not eat healthy. She does not work out. She was like, oh, I want to do it. And she ordered Combat and she ordered Pio, and she like constantly just goes on my link and orders stuff all the time. So I never count anybody out. And like, I only got that one response one time out of, you know, by now I've probably friend requested 3,000 people because I'm doing it every day. And that's pretty good odds. It is what it is. And if people don't respond, I don't even notice at this point because I request so many people. So, and I did get put in Facebook jail one time. So now I don't request as many friends of friends. I request the people that it says, these, you might know these people, because when I was requesting friends of friends and you go through and you do too many, that like flags Facebook to put you in jail. But if you do the ones they recommend, then I haven't had any problems with it.
Now, do you advertise what you're doing, or since you put people in your group and they just kind of see that you're using Beachbody products, they approach you about it?
On my little cut and paste script, it says like, you know, thank you so much, blah, blah, do you want to be a part of the group? And then once they say, yes, I want to be a part of the group, then my next little copy one says, fabulous, thank you so much. I added you. Feel free to engage as much or as little as you want. It's there for whatever you need to use it for. It's your online support group. And there's a pin at the top that explains what the group is about, why we started it, and a little more about what we do. And then my pin at the top talks about my journey, how now I'm a Beachbody coach. My first step in doing it was opening this group. I work 21 Day Fix. My pictures are also in the group, and feel free to ask me about it anytime you want. And then I always, like, that's always how I close everything. Like, feel free to ask me about any questions you have. You know, I'm always here to help. I'm always here to respond, no matter what it's about. If it's about 21 Day Fix or this or that. And I post about Shakeology or my workout every single morning. So every morning they're hearing, did 21 Day Fix, upper fix, or drank a banana vanilla Shakeology shake. So even without me saying, I do 21 Day Fix and order my Shakeology, they're still hearing it in whatever I'm posting for the morning.
And is this on your personal page, or do you have a like page, or that's on your challenge group only that you?
That's in my challenge group solely. I only post in my challenge group that stuff. Learning from Stephanie's 21 Day Business Fix on my personal page, I post inspirational whatever in the morning, just general inspirational picture of some sort or quote. And then I post in my challenge group about what I did for the morning, because I work out at 5 in the morning. That's the only time I have with my kids is when they're sleeping. So they always get something first thing in the morning in my group. And then if I post on my personal page, it'll be like dinner with the dorks, and it'll be a recipe. And then maybe once a week, I'll post something about Beachbody, like if 21 Day Fix is on sale, hey, my soulmate workout's on sale. These are where my before and afters, or like this week I posted, you know, sometimes I like to look back. Here is just before and afters. And I actually didn't even talk about 21 Day Fix. I just posted my before and after pictures and said, you know, don't give up. The journey is worth it, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually throughout the conversation of people liking it, somebody's like, oh, what worked for you? And then I got to talk about it. So I try to be more subtle on my personal page, you know, but I post more about it in my group.
Tricia, with 1,400 people, do you ever feel like there's too much interaction in the group and it's overwhelming trying to keep up with all of it, or?
Sometimes I used to. When I first started the group, it was a little overwhelming, and I was on my phone a lot. And sometimes I'm still on my phone a lot, and I'm trying to work on that. But I do have a couple like really awesome girls in my group that also are signed up as Beachbody coaches that I just signed up recently, and so they kind of use my group to like fine-tune their Beachbody coaching skills. So if I'm not available, they're on there going like, great job. So eventually when I get on there, I see how they've been cheering on all my girls and, you know, giving them advice and things like that. So that's another really big, awesome thing about a general group is all of your coaches you sign up are in there, and they kind of get practice in there, and they kind of keep it running for you if you're busy. So that's pretty awesome.
you have, like right now I kind of have not a general group, but like a monthly group that I do that is a little bit more general. But yours is just ongoing. You don't change anything from month to month. It's just one big group.
Just one group.
Okay.
And I just post it every month. And, you know, I guess one thing I also should say is I kind of stick to 21 Day Fix. And so the women in my group really kind of get that pounded through. And that's another reason why I think I get a good response on challenge packs, because they see me consistently working that program all the time. Like I don't bounce from that to a different program, to a different program, to what's on sale, to this, to that. Like they see this is what I do. This is what works. This is what maintains. I didn't just get it and then I went to the next best thing and the next best thing and the next best thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think that keeps building it in their mind. So a lot of people like that maybe were no's in the beginning, they're like, wow, she's still doing it. It's still working. Like more people are doing it. More people are doing it. More people are doing it. And so they're constantly hearing from me and my challengers that are in the group, hey, 21 Day Fix works, 21 Day Fix works, 21 Day Fix works, 21 Day Fix works. And then when Combat went on sale, I did integrate that, but I integrated that more as like a fun workout. So it wasn't like I stopped doing the workout that worked for me and brought me through my journey. It was like, hey, I integrated this as something fun to mix it up once in a while. So that's also something that's very different than the standard challenge groups.
Personal question. Are you going to do the 21 Day?
Am I going to do 21 Day Fix Extreme? Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I am. When I heard it was coming out, I was super excited because don't tell any of my challengers, but I actually am just now hitting the point. I've been doing 21 Day Fix since April of last year. That's when I started doing it. And I'm just now getting bored with the workout, which I know is weird. Most people get bored really quickly, but I don't know. I've been fine with them. I just keep upping my weights and it's okay. But I have finally hit that point where I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do something different. So I'm really excited about the extreme one coming out. Yeah.
The body beast.
Body beast.
Cool.
Awesome job, Trisha.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now you can probably stop it forward.
Okay.